Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I am Amritesh sir and you are watching Amritesh tutorial. Here you will get all the solution of every problem related to math and physics. So in this video I am going to discuss chapter 4, which is simple equation. In this video we will deal about the simple equation, what are the equations which are said to be simple, how we can identify the simple equations, and what are the operations that are related to simple equation. So these are the topics that we will discuss in this chapter. So let's start simple equation. So what is simple equation? How we can define a simple equation? So simple equation is a equation which is also called a linear equation. So before studying about the linear equation, we have to learn about the algebraic expressions, and before algebraic expression we have to know about the variables. So what are the variables? So let's start with the term which is called variable. So variable is a any alphabet, and as the name variable implies that its value can be changed. Its value can be changed. So variable is simply the alphabets that are present in a equation whose value can be changed. It cannot be fixed. This value cannot be fixed. So variable are all the alphabets that are present in an algebraic expression and whose value can be changed. So these are called variable. So how we can represent variables? So we can represent variable by simply x, y, z, any kind of alphabet, by using any kind of alphabet. And expression is what? Expression means algebraic expression. So algebraic expression is what? Algebraic expressions are generally the combination of these variable with the numeric terms. Suppose I am taking an example. If I am taking 2x plus 5. So this is an algebraic expression. How we can say that this is an algebraic expression? Because here we have a alphabet which is x. So it is alphabet x, and we know that the alphabet are the numbers which can be changed, which are variable. So here x is also called variable. It is called variable, and this variable is combined with some mathematical operation. So plus here, plus is the mathematical operations, plus, minus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, these are called mathematical operations. So here it is, plus is a mathematical operations, and variable is combined with the another number. So this number is called numeric terms. This is called numeric terms. So this is called numeric term. So here variables are combined with the numeric term. So there are two numeric terms here. First one is 5, which are separate. It does not have any variable with the number. And the second numeric term is with the variable. And it is in the multiplication. It is in the form of multiplication with the variable. So there are two type of alphabets here. One alphabet is variable, and there are another two numbers, numeric terms. First one is 5 and second one is 2. So 5 is a separate numeric terms which is not associated with any variable. So separate numeric terms which is not associated with any variable, they are simply called constant term. So here it is called constant. Here it is called constant. And one another numeric terms is there which is associated with the variable. So these are called coefficient of variable. These are called coefficient of the variable. So we have two numeric terms. First one is constant, which is separate, and the second one is the numeric terms which is associated with the variable. So they are called coefficient. So this combination of variables and numeric terms with the mathematical operation form an algebraic expression. So we can also say that 2x plus 5 is what? An algebraic expression. It is also called an algebraic expression. So it is an algebraic expression which is generally what? The combination of variable and numeric terms with the mathematical operations. So now this term is an algebraic expression. So how algebraic expressions are related to the simple equation, or we can say that linear equations? So algebraic expressions are related to the linear equation. How they are related? Because linear equation is not any another term, it is associated with the algebraic expression. Linear equation is what? It is associated with the algebraic expression. So all the algebraic expressions having variable power 1, all the algebraic expression having variable power 1, they are called simple equation, or it is called linear equation. Linear equation is what? Suppose I am writing 2x plus 3. So here the power of variable x is the variable, and here the power is 1. So sorry, all the variables whose power is 1, they are called linear equation, or it is also called simple equation. So all the algebraic expression, I am repeating it again, those who want to note it down, please note it. So all the algebraic expressions having power 1, they are called simple equation or linear equations. Always remember that we have to find out the power of variable is 1 for satisfying that the given algebraic expression is a linear equation or not. If the power of variable is 1, then it is linear equation, otherwise it is not a linear equation. Okay, so this is called algebraic expression and linear equation. So here it is called linear expression. We cannot say that it is a linear equation, it is a linear expression. When I am writing 2x plus 5 only, it is called linear expression. It is called linear expression. It is called linear expression. No, it is not called a linear equation, it is a linear expression. So how a linear expression can be converted into equation? So for converting an expression into equation, it must require two part means equal part. There will be a equal, and left side part is called LHS and right side part is called RHS. And what is the relation between LHS and RHS? The relation between LHS and RHS, that the total value, the total numeric value of LHS is always equal to the RHS. Total numeric value of LHS is always equal to RHS. So an equation is an expression in which there is a LHS and RHS and they are associated with equal to sign. They have numerically equal value in the both sides, so they are called equation. So we have an algebraic expression 2x plus 3, and when it is equal to, suppose it is equal to 8, then only we can say that it is an equation. So now it is a linear equation, it is not an expression. When we use an equal to sign and it is converted into LHS and RHS form, then its name will be changed, will be converted into linear equation. So this is called linear equation. So linear equation have two part, LHS part and RHS part, and the value are numerically equal. Now if there will be no any equal to sign, then it is called inequation. If suppose it is written 2x plus 4 is greater than 5, or it is written as 2x plus 4 is less than 5, if the greater than and less than sign are used, they are called inequation. They are not called equation, they are called inequation. So they are called inequation. Now these are the basic points that we have to understand to solve all the equations, all the linear equations. So the next point is how we can convert any statement into linear equation. How we can convert any statement into linear equation. So we have some examples. Example number 1 is write the following in the form of equation. We have to write it in the form of equation. The first one is what? The product of 4 and x is 16. The product of 4 and x is 16. In a statement we have the product of 4 and x is 16. So x is what? As we have learned that x is a variable and 4 and 16 are the numeric value. So the product means multiply. So when we multiply 4 into x, it is numerically equal to what? It is equal to 16. So this is our linear equation. 4x is equal to 16. The statement of A, the numerical value is 4 into x equal to 16. The next one is the sum of 4x and 5 is 25. So 4x, sum of 4x and 5, sum means plus is equal to 25. This one will be the solution. Similarly, C is 3 taken away from twice of x. Here twice, we have to find out twice of x. Twice means 2 into x, so 2 into x, and 3 is taken away. Taken away means we have to subtract 3, so 3 minus equal to, it is numerically equal to 7, so 2x minus 3 equal to 7. Next one is 1/5 of a number plus 7 is 30. So here the variable is not given, so we have to assume any variable. Suppose I am assuming a variable is y, so one number is y, and which 1/5 means divided by 5 and plus 7, it gives 30. So this one is the linear equation for the given statement. So in this way we can easily find out or convert any statement into linear equation, Move on to the next point. Next one is example number 2. Here we have to convert the given equation into statement. It is just opposite of example number 1. Here we have to convert, here we have a given equation and we have to convert this equation into a statement. So first one is 18 plus x equal to 14. So 18 plus x equal to 14 means here the variable is x and 18 is added to x. So we can write like this: sum of 18 and x is equal to 40. That's it. This is the statement. Sum of 18 and x is equal to 40. Is it clear? The next point is what? B. B is 3x plus 8 equal to 26. So you can make any other statement also. It's up to your choice. What type of statement you want to write? It's up to your choice, but it can be numerically equal. Okay. So 3x plus 8 equal to 26. So here 3x plus 8. 3x plus 8 means 3 times means thrice. Thrice of x when added to x, it gives 26. Thrice of, we can write like this: thrice of x added to 8 gives 26. Thrice of x added to 8 gives 26. You can write any another statement also. It's up to your choice. Next one is x by 5 equal to 7. So here we can easily write that 1/5 of x equal to 7. 1/5 of x is equal to 7. 1/5 of x is equal to 7. Next one is 3x minus 2 equal to 16. So 3x minus 2 means thrice when 2 is subtracted from thrice of x, it gives 16. When 2 subtracted from thrice of any number, or we can also write x, it gives 16. That's it. When 2 subtracted from thrice of x, it gives 16. We can also write like this, that when 2 subtracted from thrice of any number, it gives 16. These two are equal. It's up to your choice. You can write any another statement also. Move on to the next point. Next is, we have some statement based question and we have to find out the, first of all we have to convert all the statement into equation form, linear equation form, and then we have to solve it. So the first one is what? First one is, Ravina weight is 4 kg more than twice of her sister weight. It is given here that Ravina weight is 4 kg more than twice of her sister weight, and Ravina weight is also given, which is equal to 50 kg. So set up an equation to find her sister's weight. We have to set an equation so that we have to find out the age of her sisters, Ravina's sister. So solve it as per according to the statement. So very first statement is what? Ravina weight is 4 kg more than twice of her sister weight. So let us assume that her sister weight is x. Let her sister's weight is x kg. So if her sister's weight is x kg, so it is given that Ravina's weight is 4 kg more than twice of her sister's weight. So sister's weight is x, so twice means 2 into x, and Ravina's weight is 4 kg more than plus 4, and actual weight of Ravina is also given, which is 50 kg. So it is numerically equal to 50, because we have learned in the linear equation there is two part, LHS part and RHS part, and we have also learned that the LHS part, the numerical value of LHS part is always equal to RHS part. So here when we have a variable, then it is written 2x plus 4, and there is a fixed numerical value, it is also given the fixed numerical value, which is 50 kg. So these two are numerically equal. So 2x plus 4 is equal to 50 is the equation for example 3. Next, move on to the next example, example number 4. Example number 4 is, there are two sections of class 7 in a school. The number of students in section A is 4 less than thrice the number of students in section B. There are two sections, section A and section B. So the number of students in section A is 4 less than the thrice of student in section B. If section A has 56 students, so exact value is given for section A, which is equal to 56, and we have to plot an equation so that we have to find out the total number of student in section B also. So section A having 56 student, and the condition is given here. So let us assume that the total number of student in section B is x, and correlate this equation with section A. So we have the total number of student in section B is x, and it is given that the number of student in section A is 4 less than the thrice the number of student in section B. So number of student in section B is x, so its thrice is what? 3x, and the number of students in section A is 4 less, so minus 4, which is equal to, this one is the total number of students in section A as according to the variable of equation, as according to the variable of section B, and it is also given the total number in numerical value, which is equal to 56. So LHS must be equal to RHS. So the equation is what? 3x minus 4 equal to 56. It's up to your choice. You can choose any variable. I am choosing here x, you can choose y, z, a, b, c, u, b, w, m, and any type of variable. It's up to your choice. Next one is example number 5. Example number 5 is, Iqbal owns a rectangular plot of land. The breadth is 7 less than length. Suppose it is the rectangular plot, and it is given that the breadth is 7 less than the length, and the perimeter of plot is also given, which is 1034 meters. Set up an equation for the given problem. So here it is given that breadth is 7 less than the length. So the length value is not given. So length value is variable, it can be changed. So suppose length value is x. So if we suppose length equal to x, then it is given in the question that breadth is 7 less than, breadth is 7 less than length. So breadth is what? X minus 7, because we have x as a length. So x minus 7 is breadth, and now it is also given the perimeter. Perimeter is what? Perimeter is 1034 meter. So now we have learned about the perimeters formula in the previous classes. What will be the formula of perimeter? Perimeter of a rectangle, here it is a rectangular plot. So perimeter of rectangle, we know that the perimeter of rectangle is 2 into length plus breadth. So perimeter numerical value is given, which is equal to 1034, and 2 into length, so we have length x and breadth x minus 7, so which is equal to what? 1034 is equal to 2 into x plus x minus 7. We cannot add or subtract any numerical number with the variable, but we can subtract, add a variable with the variable. So here we have a variable x and x, so x and x. So the here the coefficient of, if I'm writing only x, if I am writing only x, that means its coefficient is 1. If there is no any coefficient given, then we have to assume that its coefficient is 1. So here the coefficient is 1 and also here the coefficient is 1. So 1 plus 1, we have to add or subtract with the coefficient only. So the coefficient of 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2x minus 7. Again when we multiply it, we get 2 to the 4x and 7 to the minus 7 to the 14. So we have our final equation, which is equal to 4x minus 14 equal to 1034. This will be the final equation for the given problem. Next point. Next is 6. 6 is, in an isosceles triangle, the vertex angle is twice either of the base angle. So in a triangle, which one is a vertex angle? So vertex angle is always the angle on the top. This one is the vertex angle, this is the vertex, and this one is the vertex angle, and base angle is the angle formed at the base. So these two are the base angles. A is the vertex angle, angle A is the vertex angle, and B and C are the base angle. Always remember that the angle which is at the top is called vertex angle, and the angle which are formed at the base, they are called base angle. So here it is given that it is an isosceles triangle. So we know that what is the property of isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle having two sides equal. So suppose AB and AC are equal. Okay, and it is also given that bases are equal if it is isosceles triangle, and we know that the property of isosceles triangle, that the two sides, any two sides of a triangle, if it is equal, if any two sides of a triangle is equal, then it is called isosceles triangle. And in a triangle, we also know that the property of a triangle, that in a triangle, if the sides are equal, then the angle opposite to sides are also equal. So if AB equal to AC, then it is also called that angle B and C are equal. So base angles are equal here. We have to find out all the angles, and here a relation is given between the vertex angle and base angle. So suppose the base angle is x, because variable here, the variable is vertex angle, which is twice either of the base angle. So suppose the base angle is x. So if the base angle is x, then the vertex angle is twice of x, means 2x. Twice of x means 2x. Now we know that we have discussed all these things in the previous classes. You have learned all this property of a triangle in the previous classes, that the sum of all angles of a triangle is always equal to 180 degree. It is called angle sum property of triangle. Angle sum property of triangle state that sum of the all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So here we have base angle. So base angle is, we assume that base angle is x, so it is x, and we have vertex angle which is 2x. So we know that by angle sum property that the sum of the all angles is numerically equal to 180 degree. So vertex angle which is equal to 2x, base angle which is equal to x, another base angle is equal to x, and it is numerically equal to 180 degree by the angle sum property of triangle. So again these three variables are equal. So now, as I taught you, that if the variables are equal, we can add or subtract these variables, but condition is that always addition and subtraction takes place between the coefficient, not between the variables, between the coefficient. So here we have coefficient 2. If it is not given any variable here, coefficient here, so it is 1 and it is also 1. So 2 plus 1 3 plus 1 4. So it is 4, and there is no any operations between the variable, so we can take variable as common, which is x. So 4x equal to 180 degree. When we solve it, we get the value of x equal to what? We know that in equation, when there is multiplication, when we shifted it from LHS to RHS, the multiplication converted into division. So 180 by 4, which is equal to 45. So we get the base angle equal to 45. So base angles are 45. So x equal to 45 degree. And if we have to find out the vertex angle, so we can easily find out the vertex angle also. So vertex angle is what? it is numerically equal to twice of base angle. So base angle is 45, so twice into x, that is equal to 2 into 45, which is equal to 90 degree. So we get the vertex angle equal to 90 degree and the base angles are 45 and 45 degree. So these are the questions that are related to linear equations in one variable. We can easily convert any statement into simple equations and vice versa. We can also convert any simple equation into the statement. So this type of questions we have discussed in this chapter. So your homework is solve all the questions of exercise 4a, which is completely based on the conversion of statement into equations and equation into statement. We will discuss few more questions of exercise 4a in the next video. Thank you.